Hello students, welcome to Mr. Ticket classes. Today we are doing the proper planning equipment. This is our question and this is our answer book. Before we look at our question, we need to know the format of the proper planning equipment. The PPE is divided into three parts, which are amounts at the beginning, movements during the year, and amounts at the end. Under amounts at the beginning, we have cost subtract accumulated depreciation is equals to carrying amount. Under movements during the year, we have additions at cost, revaluation surplus, disposals at carrying amount, and depreciation for the year. Under amounts at the end, we have cost subtract accumulated depreciation is equals to carrying amount. Our question reads, the information below was extracted from the books of Kendrolite Limited. Information. Extract of balances as at 31 December 2019. These are our balances. Additional information required. A. Prepare note on proper planning equipment for the year ended 31 December 2019. B. Calculate profit or loss on disposal of a motor vehicle. So we are going to replace this with the start date of our financial year, which is 1 January 2019. We are going to replace this with the end date of our financial year, which is 31 December 2019. Our first column is for land and buildings. This is what you have to know about land and buildings. Land does not depreciate, except for land for quarry and mines. If the question combines land and buildings like this, it means we are not going to have depreciation for land and buildings. We are going to replace all this with amounts. Land and buildings cost at the beginning. Land and buildings at cost 1 January 2019, 1 million. Cost 1 January 2019, 1 million. We don't have depreciation, which means 1 million subtract 0, that's 1 million. That's 1 million. Let's strike through this. Additional information number 1. On 1 April 2019, the land and buildings were revalued to 1,250,000 by Mr. Rock, an independent sworn appraiser. The land and buildings are not depreciated. This was revalued to 1,250,000. So this is cost or valuation. Cost or valuation. Right? Additions at cost 0. Revaluation surplus. All right. 1,250,000 subtract 1 million. That's 250,000 because this difference is due to revaluation. All right. 0 here and 0 here. 1,250,000 subtract 0 is equals to 1,250,000. Remember, we don't have depreciation here. Okay. So we are going to strike through this. We move on to equipment. Equipment at cost 1,100,000. But there is no debt here, which means we are using this debt 31 December 2019. So cost on 31 December 2019 is 1,100,000. Then additional information number 2. An equipment with a cost price of 100,000 and accumulated depreciation of 45,000 on 1 January 2019 was sold at carrying amount on 30 September 2019. No equipment was purchased during the financial year ended 31 December 2019. No equipment was purchased, right? No equipment was purchased. We are going to strike through this. Let us go to our working papers. This is an asset account at cost in columnar format. whereby we have cost at the beginning plus additions, subtract disposal at cost is equals to cost at the end, right? Cost at the beginning we don't have. That's what we are looking for. Additions we don't have as well. No equipment was purchased, right? We don't have, so this is going to be 0. Disposal at cost. An equipment with a cost price of 100,000 and accumulated depreciation of 45,000 on 1 January 2019 was sold at carrying amount on 30 September 2019. So this equipment was sold, right? The cost price of this equipment was 100,000 because they say an equipment with a cost price of 100,000. So the cost is 100,000. Then cost at the end, 1,100,000, 1,100,000. We want to calculate cost at the beginning. We are going to use bottom up. We start from cost at the end going up, right? So, since we are opposing the direction, the signs should change. This is a negative, so it is going to be a positive. We are going to say 1,100,000 plus 100,000. This is going to be 1,200,000. 1,200,000. Cost at the beginning 1,200,000. 1,200,000. Then here, okay, let's strike through. Accumulated depreciation on equipment 1 January 2019. Accumulated depreciation 1 January 2019. This is going to be 500,000. Okay. Let us calculate there. 1,200,000 subtract 500,000. That's 700,000. 700,000. Okay. That's 700,000. We need to calculate the carrying amount of the disposed equipment because we have sold an equipment. So we are going to come here. We are going to say the cost of disposed equipment 100,000. Accumulated depreciation 45,000. Right? This accumulated depreciation is as at 1 January 2019. 1 January 2019. Right? 1 January 2019. Which means our carrying amount will also have the same date. The date of accumulated depreciation is the date of carrying amount because we would have subtracted accumulated depreciation up to 1 January 2019, which means the carrying amount will also be on the same date. All right, so 100,000 subtract 45,000, that's 55,000. That's 55,000. But this equipment was not sold on 1 January 2019. Right? They are saying was sold at carrying amount on 3rd September 2019, which means we need to subtract depreciation up to 3rd September, right, 2019. So we are going to say, how do we calculate depreciation here? Depreciation must be provided as follows. Equipment 15% per annum on cost. So we are going to say 15%. This is the cost, right? Then we count our months here. We count from January up to 30 September. So we are going to say January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. We'll get 9. right? So that would be 9 over 12. We are going to say 15%. 15 over 100 multiplied by 100,000 multiplied by 9 over 12. Get 11,250. 11,250. We are going to say 55,000 subtract 11,250. That's 43,750. This carrying amount is as at 30 September 2019 because we have subtracted depreciation up to 30 September 2019. 30 September 2019 is the date of sale, which means we are going to take 43,750 here. 43,750. We are going to put it in brackets. This is a sale. It will decrease the assets that we have. All right. We don't have revaluation here. Let's calculate depreciation for the year. 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 We are going to say depreciation, right? We are going to start with disposal. We have calculated this already. Let us write our financial year here, 1 January 2019 to 31 December 2019. All right, so we want depreciation that is between 1 January 2019 and 31 December 2019, which is this, right? 11,250. Disposal is goes to 11,250, right? We also have remaining equipment. We didn't sell all the equipment. We have remaining equipment. Remaining equipment, what is its cost? What is its cost? What is its cost? 1,100,000. Okay. 1,100,000. So we are going to come here and say 1,100,000. 1,100,000. Okay. Multiply by 15% is equals to 1,100,000 multiplied by 15% is equals to 165,000. So this we are going to say beginning to end. This equipment was available for use from the beginning of our financial year up to the end of our financial year. So we had to calculate this separately. Disposal, then we calculate this separately because this depreciation is calculated for 9 months only, and this is calculated for 12 months. Why? Because it was available for use in our business from the beginning of our financial year up to the end. All right. So we are going to say therefore 165,000 plus 11,250. What do we get? Plus 11,250, we get 176,250. 176,250. 176,250. Okay. And let us come here. We need to calculate accumulated depreciation at the end. So we are going to use this, right? Accumulated depreciation at the beginning plus depreciation for the year because it will increase our accumulated depreciation, right? Subtract accumulated depreciation of assets sold. We don't maintain accumulated depreciation of any asset that is sold. Why? Because we close the accumulated depreciation account. We remove it from the accumulated depreciation account, then we take it to the realization account where we calculate profit on disposal, where we calculate profit or loss on disposal. So we need to remove it from here. We are going to say, what was our accumulated depreciation at the beginning? 500,000. We are going to say 500,000, right? Depreciation for the year. Depreciation for the year, 176,250. 176,250. Right? Accumulated depreciation of assets sold. All right, we are going to say 45,000 plus, because it was sold on 30 September 2019. So we need to add this. This is accumulated depreciation on 1 January 2019. So we need to add depreciation up to 30 September 2019. We are going to add 11,250. We are going to get 56,250. 56,250. 56,250. Okay, we are going to do this. 500,000 plus 176,250. Subtract 56,250. We are going to get 620,000. 620,000. Accumulated depreciation at the end. 620,000. Going to come here, 620,000. All right. Carrying amount 1,100,000. Subtract 620,000. We are going to get 480,000. 480,000. We are moving on to vehicles. We are moving on to vehicles, so we need to strike through this. All right, we need to strike through this. Motor vehicles at cost 510,000. We don't have a debt here, which means we are using this debt. Motor vehicles at cost on 31 December 2019. That's 510,000. That's 510,000. All right, that's 510,000. Additional information number 4. A motor vehicle bought for 60,000 was sold on 30 June 2019 at carrying amount for cash. Accumulated depreciation of this vehicle was 20,000 on 1 January 2019. Right? An additional motor vehicle was bought for 70,000 on 1 July 2019. Let us go to our working papers. Motor vehicles account at cost in columnar format. We are going to say cost at the beginning. We are going to look for it, right? Then additions, 70,000. 70,000. Let us also come here and write 70,000. Additions, 70,000. Right? Addition 70,000. Let us go back. Disposal at cost. A motor vehicle bought for 60,000 was sold. It was bought for 60,000. Then cost at the end. Cost at the end, 510,000. 510,000. 510,000. 510,000. We are doing bottom up. 510,000 plus 60,000 subtract 70,000. You should always remember that we change the signs because we are opposing the direction, right? Is equals to 500,000. Is equals to 500,000. equals to 500,000. Cost at the beginning, 500,000. Cost at the beginning, 500,000. Cost at the beginning, 500,000. Accumulated depreciation on motor vehicles, 1 January 2019. Accumulated depreciation, 1 January 2019. What is it? 90,000. That's 90,000. Right? That's 90,000. We are going to come here. We are going to do this. 500,000 subtract 90,000. That's 410,000. 410,000. That's 410,000. All right. We need to calculate the carrying amount of the motor vehicle sold. So the cost here is 60,000. Right? A motor vehicle bought for 60,000 was sold on 30 June 2019 at carrying amount for cash. Accumulated depreciation of this vehicle was 20,000. All right, 20,000 was 20,000 on 1 January 2019. So we are going to say 1 January 2019, which means this will also be 1 January 2019. This will also be 1 January 2019 because we have subtracted accumulated depreciation until 1 January 2019. So we need to calculate depreciation until the date of sale, which is 30 June 2019, up to 30 June 2019, up to 30 June 2019. So we are going to say, all right, let us calculate this first. 60,000 subtract 20,000, that's 40,000. That's 40,000. All right. Depreciation for motor vehicles, right? Vehicles 20% per annum using the diminishing balance method, which means we are calculating on carrying amount. We are calculating on carrying amount multiplied by 20%, right? Multiplied by number of months. Let us count the months. Right, this is January, so we are going to say January, February, March, April, May, June. It was available for use in our business until 30 June, right? So we are going to say multiply by 6 over 12. Multiply by 6 over 12. Multiply by 6 over 12. We are going to say 40,000 multiplied by 20% multiplied by 6 over 12. That's 4,000. Right? That's 4,000. That's 4,000. That's 4,000. 40,000 subtract 4,000. 36,000. 36,000. This is the carrying amount on the date of sale. This is the carrying amount on the date of sale, which is 36,000. Which is 36,000. The carrying amount on the date of sale is 36,000. Is 36,000. Okay. 0 here. Let us calculate depreciation for the year. 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 All right, depreciation. Depreciation. Let's start with the disposal. Let's start with disposal. All right. Let's take our financial year. Let's take our financial year. Let's put it here. Right? So disposal is equals to 4,000. Disposal is equals to 4,000. because that's the depreciation which is between 1 January 2019, right, and 31 December 2019, 4,000. Then remaining. So remember I said remaining, these are the ones that were there from the beginning up to the end. From the beginning up to the end. So what we are going to do, since for vehicles we are calculating depreciation using the diminishing balance method, which states that we should calculate depreciation on carrying amount. We should get the carrying amount at the beginning for the motor vehicles that were there until the end of the year. So we are going to say 400 and let us come here. Let us just double check. Yes, 410,000. 410,000. So we are going to say 410,000, right, is the total carrying amount, is the total carrying amount, is the total carrying amount on 1 January 2019. So it consists the carrying amount at the beginning of the vehicle sold. Remember, on 1 January 2019, the vehicle sold was also in our business because it was sold on 30 June 2019. So its carrying amount is also in here. We need to remove it, right? We need to remove it. So we are going to subtract 40,000. Why 40,000? Because that's the carrying amount on 1 January 2019. Because we want the carrying amount for the assets that were there from the beginning to the end, but the carrying amount should be on 1 January 2019. So we are going to say 410,000 subtract 40,000. That's 370,000, right? That's 370,000. 370,000. So we are going to say carrying amount of remaining, right? Of remaining, carrying amount of remaining. We are also going to show that this is on 1 January 2019. Then we can use this carrying amount now. We can use this carrying amount now to calculate our depreciation for the year. We are going to say 370,000. We are going to say 370,000 multiplied by 15. For vehicles, what percentage is it? 20%. Multiplied by 20%, right, is equals to, we are going to say 370,000 multiplied by 20%. That's 74,000. That's 74,000, right? That's 74,000. Let us come here. Let us do this. Let us come here. Let us do this. Then we need to calculate depreciation of additions. We need to calculate depreciation of additions, right? We need to calculate depreciation of additions. So we are going to say additions. We are going to say additions. This is going to be very easy. An additional motor vehicle was bought for 70,000. We are going to say 70,000. So you should remember that in the year of acquisition or in the year of purchase, we calculate depreciation on cost for both methods, straight line method and diminishing balance method. So this is the cost and this is the year of acquisition. So 70,000 multiplied by 20% multiplied by number of months. How many months was this available for use in our business? Let's count. It was bought on 1 July 2019. So we are going to say July, right? July, August, September, October, November, December, right? 6 months. So this is going to be 6 over 12. So we are going to say 70,000 multiplied by 20% multiplied by 6 over 12. That's 7,000. That's 7,000. This is our depreciation for the year. We are going to say therefore, we are going to say therefore, 4,000 plus 74,000 plus 7,000 is equals to 4,000 plus 74,000 plus 7,000. This is 7,000, right? Plus 7,000 is equals to 85,000. Is equals to 85,000. This is our total depreciation for the year, 85,000. So we are going to put it here, 85,000, right? 85,000. Depreciation decreases our assets. So we want to calculate accumulated depreciation at the end. We want to calculate accumulated depreciation at the end. Let us come here. Let us come here. We are going to say depreciation for the year, 85,000. We have it there. Accumulated depreciation at the beginning, 90,000. Right? Then accumulated depreciation of assets sold. Accumulated depreciation of assets sold. We are going to say 20,000 plus, right, 4,000. Because this asset was sold on 30 June 2019. So we should add this depreciation. We should not just take the 20,000. It was not sold on 1 January 2019. So we are going to add 4,000 to get 24,000. Then we come here. We are going to say 24,000. Right? We are going to say 24,000. Then 90,000 plus 85,000 subtract 24,000 is equals to 151,000. 151,000, right? 151,000. We'll come here, 151,000. 151,000. 151,000. 151,000. So we are going to say 510,000 subtract 151,000. That's 359,000. 359,000. All right. So this is our total column. We are simply going to do this. 1 million plus 700,000 plus 410,000 is equals to 2,110,000. Then here 1 million plus 1,200,000 plus 500,000 is equals to 2,700,000. Then here 500,000 plus 90,000 is equals to 590,000. 590,000 70,000 here, 250,000 here, right? Then here, 43,750 plus 36,000. That's 79,750. Then here, 176,250 plus 85,000. That's 261,250. Don't forget that this is in brackets, right? This is in brackets. Then here, 1,250,000. All right, 1,250,000 plus 480,000 plus 359,000. That's 2,089,000. Then here, 1,250,000 plus 1,100,000 plus 510,000. That's 2,860,000. Then here, 620,000 plus 151,000. That's 771,000. That's 771,000. That's 771,000. So this is the amount that we take to the statement of financial position. So what you do, you just cross-check, right? You just cross-check because that's the amount that we take to the statement of financial position. All right, we'll get the same amount. Then let us move on to requirement B. Profit or loss on disposal. Profit or loss on disposal of motor vehicle. Profit or loss on disposal of motor vehicle. All right, so we are going to say a motor vehicle bought for 60,000 was sold on 30 June 2019 at carrying amount for cash. Okay, it was sold at carrying amount. So, what was the carrying amount? What was the carrying amount? 36,000. So 36,000, right? This is the carrying amount. 36,000. And carrying amount of vehicle sold, 36,000. So this will be 0, right? This will be 0. The idea is proceeds. Proceeds is what we receive when we sell an asset, right? Carrying value, that's what we currently have in terms of that asset. So if proceeds are bigger than carrying value or carrying amount, we'll get profit, right? If carrying amount is bigger than what we would have received, it means we have a loss here, right? So this is how the proper plant and equipment is prepared. Then we also have this down here. This is very important. Important information not covered by the question. Cost of an asset can be calculated as follows. Cost subtract residual value or scrap value. You will see other questions that have this, that you have to use this. Thank you.